What's the first thing you would do if you were worth $1 million today? After going through all that trouble of trying to be successful, what's next? As much as we try to ignore or push it aside, a lot of things change when you become successful. Not just your physical appearance, but also the way you think or approach tasks. Now, you have a wealth of experience to guide you through the rest of your life's journey. So, what are they? Let's talk about them. When you wake up. When you become successful, you realize that a simple change in routine can make a whole lot of difference. It's almost inevitable that you will want to maximize your day as much as possible, and this means waking up early. Successful people start the day as early as 5 or 6 a.m., and even science backs this up. Research has shown that these are usually the most productive hours of the day. Have you ever realized how easy it is for you to get more work done in the morning than late in the afternoon or evening after a stressful day? That's just how our body works. Productivity tends to peak first thing in the morning when our bodies and minds are full of energy. Therefore, successful people would like to take advantage of this as much as possible to get important work done early enough. Instead of waiting till you're tired and distracted after work, you could spend your morning busy with goal setting and accelerated productivity. As a successful person, you're most likely making your dreams a reality while others are still sleeping. How you treat failure. Many people see failure as bone-crushing and a setback that will stop them from achieving that dream. But this changes when you become successful. You tend to treat failure more as gold than an excuse to stop pursuing your goals. A successful person knows how golden a failure can be if you know how to learn from it. A quick look around will show you that success opens up your mind to the knowledge that failure is inevitable. Some motivational speakers could make it their mantra to tell you that all your dreams will come to life seamlessly. But we all know that that isn't true. There will always be roadblocks along the way, and the successful ones are not scared of hitting them. When you become successful, you don't internalize your failures or run from them. Instead, you learn how to profit from it. You're a successful person not because you ignored your failures, but because you reviewed them enough to affect your attitude and productivity positively. Success depends on your ability to learn how and why you failed. A good example of successful people who failed is Bill Gates and Walt Disney. These men are big deals in the business world right now, but get this, they both have had failed companies. A truly successful person only lets failures make them stronger. You don't try to be like others. One thing a person sheds as soon as he walks through the door of success is conformity. Conformity is that powerful social force that affects every decision if you make it to. So why do you ignore this when you become successful? Because success is all about thinking and living outside the box. If you always copy what's popular or what is always on television, you'll never be able to show your unique side to the world. And then you miss out on the most important part of success: innovation. Something most successful people have in common is that they recognize a problem and create a unique solution to it. You're shopping on Amazon because it's a unique solution to the problem of stepping out to physical stores to search for whatever you need. You're on social media platforms because it helps you connect better with others and solves the problem of distance. Now, as a successful person, you're ready to take advantage of the modern world by putting your spin on it. Your success becomes long-term when you can offer services or opportunities that no one else can provide. So what are we saying? When you become successful, you gain the ability to think for yourself and project yourself as a unique individual. You read more. A common habit of successful people is to read as much as possible every day. And we're not even exaggerating. The world's most successful people, like Elon Musk, read for hours every day. It's just natural, especially when you understand all the benefits that come with being an average reader. Reading stimulates the growth of your brain. Call it a mental exercise. You're able to keep your brain active and even improve your critical thinking skills. But that's not all. Reading is known to help you lower stress levels, relax your body and mind, upgrade your vocabulary, and improve memory significantly. So you're not just reading, but learning every subject in detail without a special degree or seminar. It sounds really cool when you think about it. When you become successful, you'll be more inclined to choose the right books that will help you accomplish your goals. Your money spending habits. We know what you're thinking. Won't a successful person have more than enough money to spend on whatever he wants? Having a lot of money doesn't mean spending it recklessly, but a successful person knows that you have to spend money to make money. You will actively shift your focus from current expenses to potential profits. So while you're funding that lifestyle you love, of course, you're also making sure that you don't cut costs unnecessarily and search for shortcuts to success. When you become successful, you realize that you would rather spend $100 on a project to get the best results than spend half of that to get there faster. It's simple. You understand the power of delayed gratification while thinking of expenses and profits in the same way. Not afraid to make sacrifices. Now that you have truly tasted what success feels like, you won't be so reluctant about making the necessary sacrifices to get to the top. Every successful person has faced the problem of sacrificing family time or leisure time to achieve greatness. Let's just say it's inevitable. However, you became successful because you were able to take your free time and squeeze in your dreams whenever you could. With those few years of financial instability and grueling work, you had little to no time for anything fun. And sure, it sounds really dark, but it's a learning experience. When you become successful, you realize that all those sacrifices were an investment in your future success. They taught you to build better work ethics. You learned to explore your creative writing side. Can you mention at least 3 wealthy entrepreneurs or famous people who are also published authors? Let's help you. Barack Obama, Paris Hilton, and Donald Trump. And the list goes on and on. You may not be an eloquent wordsmith, but writing is a fantastic way of developing the confidence you need to succeed. It helps you explore your story while rediscovering how you got where you are. So when you become successful, you know that it's time to put your pen to paper, or at least open up Microsoft Word on your system. The result is the same. You're ready to evaluate if you are on the right path using the power of words. And you're thinking, but I'm not a creative person. How do I do this? It's simple. Don't go for a 30,000-word book or anything like that. Try a short story or journaling where you take a note of your random thoughts. When you become successful, you have to set aside your expectations for an hour or two and see the new doors that your little imagination can automatically unlock. You indulge in mild procrastination. When you become successful, you engage in what we call strategic procrastination. When you think of this word, the first thought that comes to your mind is that it's all negative. It might shock you to know that it's not. Procrastination is seen as a habit that destroys productivity. But that's only when you delay projects or activities lazily without doing anything productive. Instead, this mild procrastination is all about prioritizing urgent projects and immediate responsibilities. As a successful person, you have just the exact time you need to get it right the first time. So instead of jumping the gun and leaving room for apprehension, you increase your performance by not being too early. You know that learning never stops. One thing that changes when you become successful is that you view self-improvement as an important part of life. As much as we hate to admit it, the rich and the famous people we idolize are not as perfect as you want to believe they are. They have hundreds of weaknesses like regular people, but the difference is in how much effort they put into bettering themselves. It's a thing with successful people. You don't find success by being the best all the time, but by constantly trying out new strategies to improve yourself. Value the importance of networking. In today's world, it's not always about what you know, but who you know. Successful people are more strategic about the kind of friends they make. No matter how many times you've heard the importance of networking, the importance keeps shining through every single moment. Successful people are fantastic networkers. They always pay attention to how they can establish lasting relationships with like-minded people in their field. The quality of your network can be the thin line between achieving all your goals and working hard without results. One thing that would change is how much you volunteer for projects and join a group of like-minded people. That's just how it works. Exercise the body as much as the mind. While creative writing and reading are great for cultivating the mind, the cycle isn't complete until you're exercising consistently. Successful people keep consistent exercise routines to improve their physical energy and ensure they're operating at 100%. Obviously, you achieve more with a healthy body and mind. That's just nature. When you become successful, you wouldn't want to waste any time with illness and fatigue, so you'll do as much you can to prevent it in the first place. How many times have you heard that a tech giant like Jack Dorsey has been hospitalized? It's good to feel good and look good. So your aim is to boost your self-esteem that drives ambition, decisiveness, and confidence. Of course, there is the self-discipline that exercise brings. Most people have a specific time for jogging and keep to it. How likely is it that such a person will be late for meetings? Think about that. Now you know these important things that can change when you become successful. And that's a wrap. Which ones do you think should have been added to this list? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.